Hi folks. Well, my BRM build is on hold for a little while. This is the car I'm making for the 2025 F1 group build. I'm waiting for a bunch of blue and green paint to arrive to see if I can mix up something suitable for BRM green. In the meantime, I've been cleaning and getting the hobby room in order. It's been a multi-day project. But one of the things I sort of finalized last night was cleaning up all of the figures here that are in my display case that's been sitting on one of the cabinets. And I went through and took them all out and dusted them off. I thought I'd take the opportunity to see if any of them needed repairs or touch-up, since I've got nothing else to do hobby-wise until that paint comes, and thought this would be a good way to spend a day or two. Most of these passed muster, but when I took a look at this old gentleman here, a German airman, I think a pilot, it's Great War. I don't remember who the manufacturer company was. It's resin. This guy looks like he's about 70 years old. And I painted up his face, and I think I made him look a lot like Lon Chaney in Phantom of the Opera after the acid was thrown in his face. I'm going to see if I can do a remake on the face today. Something to make him a little more youthful, although if those lines and molds are correct, he's got a pretty deeply lined face. So he's going to be an old pilot no matter what. But let's see if we can get him not quite so splotchy and muddied up or blotted up or acid effect. Well, I'll give it a go, see what happens. So the first step was to lay down a new base coat, base color, and I chose my old standby Vallejo Brown Rose. It's a bit of a darker skin tone. Decided I wasn't going to go through a whole repriming or even taking off paint. I put down a fairly thin coat, but Brown Rose has good coverage, so I'm going to go from there. I also took the opportunity to lighten up the scarf, which looked really smudgy and bad. So I just basically did a glaze, well, I shouldn't call it a glaze, a fairly thick coat of Vallejo white on there. I'll add some contrast later, but I'm going to go from there. And now I'm going to put in the eyes and do some highlights, the usual places, bridge of the nose, the forehead, the chin, the upper cheekbones. This guy's got, the face sculpt has got enormous bags under the eyes and is deeply lined. This is not a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old. This guy is somewhere between 40 and 50. But I think, well, that's at least my view in terms of his appearance. I can't turn him into a strapping youth, but I think I can get him to look a little less frightening than the original paint job. Okay, I think I took about a decade off of his age. Maybe, just maybe, he can pass for under 50 now. Lightened up, different tones. It'll do. It's actually a good sculpt, but very deep creases in the face. So it is what it is, but I think I got rid of the Lon Chaney effect. Probably do some more touch-up on a few figures or repaints while I'm waiting for that BRM paint. Thanks for watching.